women's doubles match between the Amsad sisters and Akterina Morozova. The Thais winning that one. Now we've got a mixed doubles match. The third seeds from Malaysia, Chen and Peck, are up against Terry He and Tan Wei Han of Singapore. And that could be a cracking one. Singapore, Malaysia always have a great rivalry. Not necessarily in badminton. Malaysia, of course, have really ruled the roost in that one. But things have changed perhaps in recent times. We'll be seeing their world champion in action later. But here is the path to the final. And you could argue it's been a little bit more straightforward for Terry He and Tan Wei Han. Straight games win over HV and Bat in the quarterfinals, and then a walkover Alimov and Davletova, the second-seeded Russians, to find themselves here in the final. It was a tough old semi, wasn't it, for Chen Tantia and Peck Wei. They're playing the top seeds in that final, in that semi, but they dominated that. They deserved to go through. And they beat Tan Kan Meng and Lai Pei Ting in 3. So here they are, Chen and Peck from Malaysia. First up, he certainly is a very impressive player, Chen, who has been around as well for some time. Was part of the mixed team at the Vanta event and Sudirman Cup. Got the bronze medal. Silver medalist World Junior Championships in 2016 in the mixed team, and in mixed doubles as well, got a bronze in Bilbao in 2016. Now these two, Terry He and Tan Wei Han, are newlyweds in October of last year, the Singaporeans. And they celebrated that by winning the Dutch Open. Can they continue their hot streak? They've been in good form recently. Terry He was also playing in the men's doubles with Lo Kian Hian, the brother of the world champion Lo Kian Yu. He's a Commonwealth Games bronze medalist with Tan Wei Han. 2014 Games, Southeast Asian Games, bronze medals as well.
Black, red,
2015, 17 and 19. These two pairs have never met each other before.
So red. Service. Who will serve? Chen will serve. Okay. He will receive. Okay.
So, we've seen a few husband and wife pairings before in mixed doubles. Tan Wei Han, actually, just to correct myself, did not win the Commonwealth medal with Terry He. She wasn't even in the Commonwealth Games then, but she has won the bronze medal at the 2015, 17 and 19 at the women's team event at the Southeast Asian Games. But let's first take a look at Peck Wei, 25, 162 centimeters tall. Currently 40th in the world. 27th is her highest with Chen Tantia, her current partner. That was back in October of 2018. And a rather colourful Chen Tantia there from Ipoh in Malaysia. 178 centimeters. That will come in handy perhaps. That height of his. So they too had a walkover earlier in the tournament, and up till then it was pretty straightforward, but the semi-finals, as I mentioned, was a tough one. Really good battle with their compatriots that took a lot out of both of them, more than an hour, but they finally did overcome Tan Kan Meng and Lai Pei Ting, the top seeds. Tan Wei Han, now 28, 167 centimeters tall, currently 67th, but they were as high as 15th, which is a fantastic achievement when they've never been to a Super 500 final before. They've just accrued lots of points, and that was in 2018 when they got that high. And yeah, Terry He 170, so his male counterpart has got a big height advantage on him, the 26-year-old. They haven't played as much as they would have liked. That's why their ranking is so low at the moment. But they are building up some form again, as I've said. They had 2 walkovers along the way. Shetty and Singhi out through COVID. Davletova also had a COVID issue, the second seeds. But otherwise their matches have been very, very straightforward. Ajendra Rai, the service judge. So Singapore, Malaysia, always formerly one country, of course, separated over 50 years ago. Rivalry in so many aspects, and sports always brings that out particularly. Lots watching this, I'm sure. No doubt that Chen and Peck will be the favourites here.
Ready?
Having won
Ladies and gentlemen,
events
on my right,
elsewhere.
Hee Yong Kai Terry and Tan Wei Han, Singapore. And on my left, Peck Yen Wei and Chen Tangji, Malaysia. Chen Tangji to serve, to Hee Yong Kai Terry. Love all. Play.
The first Super 500 for either one of these pairs. The final. Let's see who will come out on top. And it's the Singaporeans who get the first point.
1 love.
Well, he's got a great jump smash in him. He's not the tallest player in the world, Terry He, but he gets a tremendous height when he leaps into the air for those smashes. They've won the Malaysia International, Chen and Peck. It's a good start here from Tan and He. These two together, they won a number of international
Service
matches,
over.
but it was
1-3.
the Czech Open that they really had a fantastic time winning that one.
Two, three.
Well, that's the power that he has, Chen.
3 all.
Great smash from him. These two, both Chen and He, will be going hard at it against each other. with those jump smashes. And it's all level. Close, but it's out for Terry He.
4-3.
For the first time in this match, Chen and Peck have the lead. It's a lovely return on the serve. Easy
Service
point
over.
there.
4 all.
Lovely done by Terry He.
Service over. 5-4.
Now trading points as they have sized each other up. That was a
Service
much
over.
longer rally than we've
5
seen so
all.
far from them. Chen looking to get on the front foot at every opportunity. Oh, that's a very odd return, isn't it, on the serve
6-5.
for Chen. They're going to challenge that. It looked close. Tan Wei Han's shot looked to have just grazed the line. We'll see now. But it was immediately appealed by Chen. And it is indeed in. Pretty comfortably.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. 7-5.
Ever since they got married, Terry He and Tan Wei Han have been on a great run of form. They won the Czech Open, as I mentioned, International Series, then made the last 4 of the Dutch Open and Belgian International.
Play.
And here they are in yet another final.
Ball.
That was right at
Service over.
He couldn't really do much with that.
6-7.
Very short rallies we've had at the moment. Wonderful work there. Really nicely done from
Service
Terry
over.
He.
8-6.
Good reactions from him. Let's see if we get a look at that here. Brilliant. Great reflexes to get that back. Got a 2-point lead. This is shaping up to be a good contest at the moment. They just seem to be caught in two
Service
minds
over.
there.
7-8.
Nicely placed from Chen. Just feeling the back of his leg there, Terry He. Keep an eye on that one. Well, certainly not showing any effects there with his jump smashes, so
Service over.
seems to be okay.
9-7.
But he's really leaping up high for those jump smashes, and they're working to good effect at the moment. Well, that came straight at her, Tan Wei Han.
Service over.
Barely could get out of the way.
9.
They restore their
Service
2-point
over.
lead.
10-8.
Great reactions from Tan Wei Han. And she goes on to get the winner.
11-8.
He and Tan go into the interval with a 3-point lead. It's a good match so far in this mixed doubles final at the HSBC BWF World Tour Super 500 YONEX-SUNRISE India Open 2022. Well, Terry He had to perform national service. That's an obligation for all male Singapore citizens. So for a while, these two, since they've been playing together for many, many years, had to separate. So they're different partners. And Terry He said it's good to be back together again. It's good defense from Tan for a while anyway, and then Chen finished it off quickly. Yeah, they were separated in badminton terms for about 2 years, then COVID hit. So it's been a while since they've started playing together, which is why their ranking has suffered so much. Missing competitions, but he has been training and they were hungry to get back into it. And at the moment,
10-11.
looking pretty good, but it's a good, useful couple of points here for Chen and Peck. And pretty good if you think about it, their first World Tour event to get to the final. Put a lot into that, hasn't he? That jump smash down the line. Excellent work. He knew immediately what he was going to do there. And he executed that very well indeed. Well, Chen, you can see he's just trying to assert himself into this, and they're defending pretty well against his powerful shots, he and Tan, and they've got a very useful 4-point lead here. So he's now just having to perhaps change a racket, Chen. Change of racket, perhaps a change of fortune for him. Remember, they had a 71-minute contest yesterday. He and Tan have had a break because of the walkover.
Service over. 11-14.
Well, they'll take the points any way they come. That is always frustrating for any player off the serve to lose a point like that. Well, Chen and Peck
14.
said that they would seek advice from the mixed doubles specialist Chan Peng-sun, who was also here at this tournament. He's got a new partner in Valerie Xiao, and they call him Big Bro, Chan Peng-sun, because of all his experience and now into his 30s. He said they can offer some advice along with their coach.
Service over, 15.
Malaysia's sole representatives in the finals after Ong Se-yong and Ong Yu-sin and Cho Yu both lost their semi-final affairs. And lost to Lakshya Sen in the men's singles. Well, early in the piece, Terry He, it looked like a lost cause.
13-15.
He reached out well to get a great cross-court shot in. 21 shots that one, just 2 points in it now. Ong and Teo losing to Asan and Setiawan in the men's doubles semi-final. So these two are the only hope left for Malaysia here at the India Open. That's very much out for
14,
He.
15.
And Chen and Peck are right on their tails now. It's a good shot from He.
Service over.
After the last one, which was wayward.
14.
And they're 2 points clear at the moment.
Oh.
3 points, they've advanced to the lead here, He and Tan.
17-14.
Four away from taking
Play.
the first game. They're playing well. Chan and Peck not quite seeing the fluidity that we saw from yesterday in the semi. And there you go, lovely from Tan Wei Han.
18-14.
Just a simple drive on that one. Took a bit of pace off it. Now if they want to stay in this, they've got to stop this run of points. And that's what we saw a lot more of yesterday from Chen.
18.
Not being able to really get into those sort of attacking positions. That's a credit to He and Tan. Last second adjustment there from Terry He. Well, that was excellent from Terry He, because off the serve,
19,
he looked like he was in two minds, but he adjusted so well. 4 points clear. And another winner from Tan.
20, game point, 15.
And they've got 5 game points here. she's done well there again at the nets. Tan Wei Han and Terry He take the first game. They played really well, and they've pushed their much higher ranked opponents around, maneuvered them magnificently. They win the first game 21-15.
Seconds. 20 seconds.
One game away for He and Tan to win their biggest ever tournament, and they will be assured of a significant leap in their world rankings as well as their biggest paycheck. $30,000 awaits the champions, 15,200 for the runners-up. Remember though, they've only played 2 matches and just 56 minutes of competition at this event, and you have to contrast that with their opponents who've also had walkovers to contend with. But remember that massive game, a match against the world number 10 pair of Tan Kian Meng and Lai Peijing. That really was impressive. But right now they just not at the same level as yesterday. Well, it was Terry He at the back. He was very, very busy, wasn't he? And then Tan Wei Han put the finishing touches on that. Longest rally at 25 shots. It's a good start here for the Singaporean pair. Attacked it with the backhand into the net for Chen. They too, of course, at the big stage here in this Super 500. Well, Chen had said he couldn't remember the last time they got to a final, but he said he was very happy because it's the first time in a Super 500 final, and just wanted to focus on this match, and that him and Peck had to keep supporting each other. And that is out. Just a little too much on it. Yesterday, those were the shorts that were going in for Chen. That's a bit more like it, more power from Chen. That was straight at Tan, who could only parry it away. Well, Chen has been involved in World Junior Championship So big matches there. Got a bronze medal in 2016. Won a number of international challenge series in men's doubles. There's the power of Terry here in his jump smashes, but yeah, that's the thing. They have not played in a final for a long time. He's right, Chen. Can't remember the last final he played because it was a long time ago, 2018, the Malaysia International with Peck, and they won that one. Almost 4 years ago, though. Great reactions there from Tan Wei Han, and he couldn't finish that off. Terry He was going down the line,
Service over.
clipping the top of the net.
4.
Also, a little side story here, of course, that Terry He is born in Malaysia, in Penang, which seems to be the cradle of badminton in that country. So many players from there. They've drawn level here, Chen and Peck. Off the serve. A few times we've seen that today from both.
Service over. 5-4.
Just out. They thought about it, but it was not going to be a challenge.
5.
So some 3 quick points here. 2 for the Malaysians, 1 for the Singaporeans off the serves. Oh, make that 4. This is not a great run of serves, I have to say, in the last couple of minutes for either pair. They'll want to get rid of that very quickly. Good placement there from He. He's just trying to vary it up.
7, 5.
Move his opponents around. He attacked that well. Chen.
Service over. 6-7.
Gone for a longer serve. Yeah, the power there from Chen. That is what
7 all.
we saw in the semi-final.
Play.
Yeah, I think that was that shot from He that allowed Chen to play the jump smash. He hasn't had that many opportunities today. He's been limited. Unlucky. You could see what he was trying to do, Terry He.
8-7.
Had to really reach for that. And Chen and Peck have a lead here. I don't think this is the first time they've led in the second game. An exchange of drives there.
9-7.
That helps the Malaysians in the end. And they've got a 2-point lead. Not many of these leads that they've had. Terry He saying he was so grateful to be in a Super 500 final. And his partner Tan said they actually haven't been very pleased with their performances on the court, and having 2 walkovers was not good in the sense that it breaks the momentum and reduces their tournament feel. I can see what she means, because they haven't just had enough court time, have they? But he said that he wanted to focus match by match, tournament by tournament, as the performance at the moment is more important. Of course, that prize money helps them make ends meet.
Service over, 8-9.
Oh, lovely from Terry He to keep this alive. And that was primarily from the dive from Terry He earlier in the piece. It looked like it was a lost cause, but he's thrown himself about a lot today. And he had his opponent on the ground as well, where Chen couldn't get it over. Sometimes it's points like that that can just be a catalyst for pushing ahead. They're 9-all. Very tight, this second one. I've got to remind you again that despite being 180 odd in the rankings, he and Tan were as high as 15 I should say, excuse me, back in 2017. And they're going to challenge that. Was tight. My position was just straining to see whether that was in or not when Chen and Peck have challenged. Waiting to see if this has made it in, and it is. Oh, it is out. Whoa, that is tiny margin. That's probably the closest one we've had this tournament. So tight.
10-9.
But it was worth a shout, wasn't it? And he and Tan edge ahead. Well, a change in the type of serve there from Tan kind of deceived Chen. And they go into the interval, 11-9 up. Terry He and Tan Wei Han in game 2, having taken the first game.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Eleven, 9, 10.
So some work to do here for Chen and Peck. Still pretty tight. She has temporarily teamed up with Olympic silver medalist Chang Peng-sung in the past. Peck. Nice work again from Tan Wei Han at the net.
9.
They reached the semi-finals of the Indonesia Open in 2017. But they were both part of Malaysia's bronze medal winning Sudirman Cup team in Finland last year. Give them plenty of confidence. That's the sheer power from Terry He
9.
right at Peck. The combination has been
14,
good.
9.
He and Tan.
Play.
And now problems beginning to emerge for the Malaysians. They're 5 behind. Three,
15,
4
9.
straight points, I should say, since the interval. You could see earlier in this rally that Terry He was just trying to, again, look at different angles, move the opponents around, and then he has that big weapon of his, the jump smash. Good placement and an easy finish. That's the combo we're talking about between He and Tan.
16, 9.
They've worked well together today. Because of that, where that shot was placed into the far corner, always difficult on the return for Chen. Good way to attack the serve
Service
from
over.
Chen. He'll be much
10,
happier with that.
16.
But there's a fair bit to do here for the Malaysians. They're 6 behind, having already lost
Play.
game 1. They need to put on a good run of points here.
Ball.
And that is the way to go about it. She's always good at the
11,
net, Peck.
16.
So 3 in a row. Now, if you recall the semi-finals
12,
yesterday
16.
for Chen and Peck, there was a moment in the second game against Tan Kian Meng and Lai Peiting where they were far, far behind and then clawed their way back, only to go on and lose 23-21, but that will give them some confidence that they can do it. And that's 4 in a row.
13, 16.
And the gap has only been reduced to 3. So they're showing that mental fortitude that they exhibited yesterday. A little bit of pressure starting to show now for Tan and He, but that will relieve it a little bit.
Service over. 17.
Always helpful to have
13.
a bit of a cushion, isn't it? Clips the net, doesn't make it in. That's
Service over. 14, 17.
frustrating for He. Back to 3 points between them. Good work from Peck. They're bearing down now, Chen and Peck,
17.
on He and Tan. Remember, that gap was 6 points. It's now just 2. Oh, frustration for Chen.
Service over. 18, 15.
They're inching towards that finishing line, He and Tan. Very slowly. Good attack again on the serve. He's done that a few times, hasn't he, Chen?
16,
They're not done yet.
18, quick.
Little wipe down there from Terry He. Sometimes a bit of gamesmanship helps. Want to break up any kind of momentum. Not a good return from Tan. And it's just the 1 point now between the two. This is a tremendous comeback here from Chen and Peck. Reminder again, it was 15-9 to He and Tan at 1 point. But he unleashes his weapon straight at Peck.
19,
He needed that, didn't he?
17.
So of the last 12 points, 8 have gone to Chen and Peck, 4 for He and Tan. They've had the upper hand in the last few minutes. Can they still turn this around? 2 points only. That's what he wanted. He wanted that, didn't he? He wanted the lift.
20,
Terry He to play the jump smash,
17.
and that has given him and Tan 3 match points, 3 championship points.
Late.
That's really well played by Peck.
Service
Beautifully done.
18, 20.
Still 2 championship points. Good defending there from Tan. That's gone long, and they have done it. The husband and wife pair here of Terry He and Tan Wei Han have won here at the YONEX-SUNRISE India Open 2022. They beat their much higher ranked opponents, who themselves defeated the world number 10 pair yesterday in the semi-finals. But the Singaporeans have come good in the final. They said they weren't pleased with their performances in this tournament up till now, but they have been excellent in this contest. And this will be great for them in terms of not only the paycheck, but the points that they will accrue as they look to try and get back into the top 20 again. Delight for them. Terry He, Yong Kai and Tan Wei Han defeat Chen Tangxie and Peck Yan Wei 21-15, 21-18. And it continues their good form since they got married in October of last year. That's 2 finals and 2 semis since October. 2 finals that they have won, I should add. And it marks further evidence of the upswing of badminton in tiny Singapore. This time it's come at the expense of their big neighbour up north, Malaysia. And you just feel that Chen and Peck perhaps expended a fair bit, maybe a little too much in that semi-final. It took a lot out of them. More than an hour to beat the number 10 pair. They've had a mixed bag, Chen and Peck, in India. In fact, Chen has had a very, very good record in India prior to this tournament. He's never failed to make the semi-finals in his 3 previous experiences in India, Chen. As we look at the highlights of this match, and I think it was very, very good from He and Tan. They combined so well. There with that jump smash, which you used to great effect. Tan Wei Han at the net, complimented him superbly. Terry He dictated proceedings from the back and trying to move his opponents around. That was one of the fantastic shots. Wonderful reactions from him. Threw himself around a lot. And Tan was a wily customer at the front court. It proved to be a little too much. They also limited Chen on his attacking shots. He did have a few of those, which of course came off, but in the end, Tan and he just too good on the day. Some good moments for Peck at the net as well. That's what she's known for. There you go, there's a couple of instances of those attacking shots that he played. And there's the winning shot. It was tight, but it was out. Delight for the couple here, Tan and he, for their second BWF title, having won the Czech Open previously. For this, by far, their biggest achievement.
Medal ceremony for the mixed doubles. May I please request the winners of the mixed doubles to proceed to the victory stand. The mixed doubles silver medalist of the YONEX-SUNRISE India Open 2022, Chen and Peck, Malaysia. On behalf of Sri Bamang Tago, BAI, please claim the silver medal and the stole. And on behalf of Ms. Neha from YONEX, please claim the mock check. The mixed doubles gold medalist, Hee Yong Kai Terry and Tan Wei Han, Singapore. On behalf of Sri Rajendra Sharma, Secretary Himachal Pradesh Badminton Association, please claim the gold medal and the stole. And on behalf of Ms. Neha Halwal from YONEX-SUNRISE, please claim the mock check. Dignitaries, please come forward for a group photograph. Thank you very much, dignitaries. Please hold on.
To the KD here in New Delhi. It's the HSBC BWF World Tour Super 500 YONEX-SUNRISE India Open 2022. We've just seen Singapore's Terry He and Tan Wei Han defeat Chen